If you're gearing up for emergency preparedness or camping, the Kelly Kettle is the most valuable piece of equipment you can own. Your Kelly Kettle can boil 1 liter of water in just a few minutes using natural fuel. Your kettle will allow you to quickly purify water for drinking, rehydrate food, or simply cook a meal. Whether you're a backpacker, fisherman, hunter, or emergency prepper, after one use, you'll know that the Kelly Kettle's a must. The specific design of the kettle allows you to start the fire and keep it burning in windy or rainy conditions. It's so easy to boil water and cook food all at the same time. The Kelly Kettle is simple to use with only 2 main pieces, the kettle and the fire base. Gather a small amount of natural fuel, fill the kettle with water, fill the fire base with any flammable material, place the kettle on the fire base, start a fire in the fire base, adding additional twigs and pine cones, etc. into the chimney. In a matter of minutes, you'll have boiling water.
This is Kunai, the pinnacle in elite backcountry tents. Designed to stand strong as the lightest 3 to 4 season backpacking tent with mountaineering stability and a convertible tent body for warm weather versatility, Kunai is home base for year-round adventures. Kitted with technology alpinists require, Kunai has the technical features you'll need to face the ever-changing weather of the backcountry at a pack size to cover greater distances. Kunai's premium 15D nylon ripstop fly is significantly stronger, reinforced with the silicone treatment for increased durability and the most reliable technical weather protection possible. Kunai's floor leverages our 30D nylon ripstop and single seam construction for greater protection and tent longevity. Our reshaped vestibule offers more volume at the front and maximizes usable gear storage, while the dramatically tapered fly creates a streamlined profile to stand up to prevailing winds, rain, or snow. Ultra-durable laminated polyester fabric reinforces canopy seams at the brow for greater tent rigidity and security in extreme conditions. Kunai's thoughtfully engineered frame design with an aggressive brow pull is built to provide an unprecedented amount of headspace for two camping partners. Kunai's top-shelf color-coded pull system offers an intuitive, lightning-fast setup and leverages incredibly strong, premium aluminum DAC Featherlight poles for ultralight strength and stability. Weatherproof hoods allow pass-through guy-outs to secure inner tent structure directly to the ground when you need greater protection in a storm. And double-looped corner anchors offer greater stake point variation with the durability of 2 loops and the position and size versatility of a single loop. Kunai's legendary versatility starts with its breathable nylon ripstop convertible interior canopy with double-layered mesh windows and door, providing the ventilation needed to be comfortable in anything from hot, humid days in the trees to frigid temps and exposure in high mountains. A large interior gear loft and multiple gear pockets provide plenty of storage for essentials like your GPS, maps, or extra layers. 2 strut-supported vents in the fly at the front and back allow for greater ventilation and condensation control, even in the stormiest conditions. 2 gatefold carabiners connect intersecting poles to evenly distribute stress in the frame during high winds, increasing tent security and longevity. And for those dark nights, light pockets allow you to turn your headlamp into a tent lantern through light diffusing fabric. And for greater visibility, especially at night, Kunai is outfitted with a bright orange fly and reflective orange webbing and guy lines. When you're outfitting for an adventure that will take you across many landscapes and through a wide range of conditions and need the most technical, lightweight backpacking shelter, there's no better choice than Kunai. And like all Nemo products, your Kunai comes with a lifetime warranty, so it will last with you through years of adventures.
What's up, everybody? I'm Miranda from REI. Personal locator beacons and satellite messengers both allow you to send emergency signals when you're out in the mountains. But how do you know which one is right for you? Let's talk about it. While cell phone service around the country and the world is slowly expanding into wilderness areas, you still shouldn't rely on your cell phone as an effective way of communicating in an emergency. So if you're looking for an emergency signaling device, a personal locator beacon, or a PLB, or a satellite messenger are both good choices. In the simplest form, a personal locator beacon will send an emergency signal to a search and rescue team so they can come find you. A satellite messenger will send an emergency message to a team so they can come and find you. There are a lot of different types of satellite messengers. We only have 2 of them here. There are one-way and two-way communications with satellite messengers. So one-way meaning you can send messages out, two-way meaning you can send and receive and therefore communicate with satellite messengers. There are many different types of these and different levels or tiers, so to speak. So these are just 2 of them, but there are a whole lot of different satellite messengers that have a bunch of different features. Essentially, with the satellite messenger, you are able to send text messages, whether they are preset or messages you can actually type out yourself, to friends, to family, and then sometimes even communicate with search and rescue teams, as well as cancel a call for help if you need it. These do require a subscription, and that is an additional fee that you incur on top of purchasing the satellite messenger. Essentially, think of it as another phone plan or something else you pay for monthly or yearly in order to use the features on the satellite messenger. Some of these will also have the ability to give you GPS tracking or send waypoints out to people so they can track your trip, as well as get topo maps or even get the weather report. With the satellite messenger, as technology is always evolving, some of these even allow you to use your cell phone to get all of that information and essentially communicate with this via Bluetooth to make your cell phone into the satellite, or to have access to the satellites the way that the messengers do. Again, the downside of these is that you do require a subscription, which is going to cost additional money, and they also don't have as strong of a signal as you'll get with a personal locator beacon. In order to send messages on these, you really need a clear view of the sky. They also don't have a super long battery life. They're good for several days out in the backcountry, but if you need to keep using them or you're going on an extended trip, you'll want a charging stick or something else that will keep this charged so that in an emergency, you have access to it. If what you're looking for is a reliable means of communicating with emergency rescue teams, then a personal locator beacon is a really good option. With a personal locator beacon, the signal is significantly stronger than it is with a satellite messenger. You can see it has this massive antenna, which helps that. So while a view of the sky is still a really good idea, again, just a much stronger signal on a PLB. With a personal locator beacon, there is no subscription required to use it, but there is a registration, a required free registration. So you'll register this with NOAA's Search and Rescue Satellite Aided Tracking. And essentially when you press the button on here, this will communicate out and they will communicate with search and rescue teams and then send people out to the location where the signal came from to rescue you. Downside of a personal locator beacon is that once you press that button, the cavalry is coming whether you decide you need them or not. So that's something to keep in mind. These do, however, have a very long battery life. So the battery is good for a couple years, and then once it's dead, you can send it in to get the battery replaced. The reason for this is that the battery really doesn't kick on until you press that button and call for help. So again, if what you're looking for is a really effective way of getting being rescued, getting search and rescue, in a location that's remote, personal locator beacon is a really good idea. If you want something that allows you to send messages to your friends, your family, or get just additional features, as well as have that added benefit of communicating with search and rescue teams, that's when a satellite messenger might be the best option for you.